Today, I will compare a government agency and a private nonprofit agency that share a similar mission. I will use Graham Allison's question, are they alike in all unimportant respects, to examine whether these organizations are truly similar or whether their differences significantly influence how they serve children and families. I will argue that although both agencies share the same mission, they are fundamentally different in the ways they make decisions, deliver services, and collaborate with community partners. These organizations belong to different sectors. Their missions are remarkably similar. DCFS is responsible for child protection under state law and has a legal authority to investigate abuse, remove children from unsafe homes, oversee foster care and adoption. With Aviva, it's a nonprofit organization that complements those efforts by providing counseling, behavioral health treatment, wraparound services, and family support programs. Together, they often serve the same families but through different organizational roles. The idea that organizations with similar goals operate in essentially the same way. My position is that these agencies are not alike because the differences between government and nonprofit organizations directly affect how services are delivered. To support this argument, I will discuss three things that illustrate these differences while applying several public administration theories. Provide family-centered services, but they do so very differently. DCFS follows state laws, county policies, and court mandates when they're making their decisions, while Aviva relies on evidence-based clinical practices and nonprofit program guidelines. Allison's organizational process model explains that organizations rely on established procedures rather than reinventing solutions for every case. With Simon's theory of bounded rationality, it further explains that neither organizations have unlimited resources, so each has to make decisions based on the information and resources available. Together, these theories demonstrate why similar missions still produce different service approaches. Organizations work towards achieving a safe and permanent home for children. However, DCFS possesses the legal authority to remove children, supervise foster care, and petition the courts, while Aviva provides supportive services that helps families succeed during the permanency process. With Allison's governmental politics model, it explains that child welfare decisions emerge from negotiations among courts, attorneys, social workers, foster care parents, and nonprofit providers. With Follett's theory, it reinforces the importance of collaboration, emphasizing that organizations working together produce better outcomes than acting independently. It's a complex issue that no single organization can solve independently. Families often require behavioral health services, educational support, housing assistance, legal intervention, and community resources simultaneously. With Riddle and Weber, they describe these as wicked problems because they have no simple solution and require ongoing collaboration. Now, Bernard's cooperative system theory, it explains that organizations become more effective when they coordinate their efforts towards a common purpose. The partnership between DCFS and Aviva demonstrates how cooperation strengthens services and improves outcomes for children and families. DCFS and Aviva, they are committed to improving the lives of the vulnerable children and families. However, Allison's question reveals that organizations with similar missions are not necessarily alike. Government agencies operate within legal and bureaucratic structure, while nonprofit organizations have greater flexibility to innovate and provide specialized services. Rather than competing, these organizations complement one another. Their partnerships demonstrate that collaborations between public and private organizations are essential for addressing the complex challenges facing today's children that are in the welfare system.